here with Sarah, who is in the global supply chain major.
Definitely when you're applying for the business school in general, I actually had an older sister who graduated from the business school, so she gave me a little bit of like advice of what you should do. So my advice for you is just to make sure that you're attending a lot of club events. In the application, there's a little section that says what events have you gone to, and essentially if you haven't gone to any events, that will be blank and that would negatively hurt your application. So I think a great thing of advice for someone to do for your application is to make sure that you're attending the club events for the major that you want to go into. For example, for me, I did apply for 3 programs for the supply chain program. Obviously, that's the program I'm in right now. I went to the WISC events, which is Women in Supply Chain, as well as the Global Supply Chain Association club events, and I wrote that in the application. So by just showing interest in that specific major and in the clubs, it was a great way for you to just show interest. So that's a piece of advice or you should do before you apply for the business school. Yeah, for sure. Definitely preparing beforehand. The application does close sometime in the middle of summer, but make sure that you have enough time to edit. Your essays is super important. I do know a lot of people that kind of just did their essays right before it was due, and you can't really do this. It's not like a school assignment. You're applying for the business school, so I definitely think something that is helpful is starting beforehand, trying to start now. Try to just answer some questions. For example, for supply chain, you need to know why supply chain. That's going to be one of the questions that they ask you. So by having a thought out response and starting those essays now is a great way to start. Yeah, it was actually surprising how simple it was. There are just a couple, there's 3 essays that you have to hit. You put in your grades for the major required classes essentially, and then write what events you went to. So it's pretty simple. You just gotta make sure that you complete everything that's necessary. So that was just what was surprising to me. I feel like having a person that's either in the program or graduated from the program is a great way to get information. For me, my sister graduated from the business program. She was a finance major, so it's not really the same, but the application process is pretty similar. So by just having someone that has gone through it and having them walk you through it is a great resource to just help you know what to expect. Yeah, of course. So my number one piece of advice is to tailor your resume to a supply chain centered resume. So it's posted on the website, on the Merit School website. There are a supply chain focused resume. For example, you need to have a specific quantifiable task and how you accomplish that task in the resume. And this is exactly what my major looks now, especially in the supply chain program, and what the supply chain counselors want you to do, and that's how you get jobs in that industry. So by making sure that your resume, the one that you upload for your application, is tailored to a supply chain focus, especially since that was my major and that's what I was applying for. Making sure that you do that really shows the professors that are looking at your application that you're interested and that you're taking the effort to tailor your resume to supply chain, which is the department that you want to